when you're dining out and you're watching your blood sugar, you want to watch out for foods that are fried. Some food terms you would look for on a menu would be crispy or golden. Tempura would be another key term to avoid. We also want to watch out for sauces that can be concentrated in sugar. Things like barbecue sauce and ketchup. And then sweetened sauces like mandarin chicken or teriyaki would also be high glycemic or high sugary foods. We also want to watch the portions when we're dining out. So foods that are going to have terms like loaded or stuffed are things that will be typically too large in our calorie impact, so that's going to impact our blood sugars in an undesired way. We also want to watch out for things with thick cream sauces that are going to be heavy in calories, so something that's a cream base would also be something we might want to swap out for a broth-based option.
And we do cook in different ways, steamed and poached and baked and grilled, things like that, raw even. I've even been pushed to the raw state. People request, they want to know if we do crispy Brussels sprouts, they want to know, well, what do you do? And we tell them, we quarter six them, we fry them, in this oil, this fat, and oh, can I have it a different way? Absolutely. So we will do it in a pan, we'll roast it in a pan, not deep fat fry it, or we can do a stock or a flavored water or something like that. So.
I think another thing that's interesting when you're looking at a high quality restaurant like with Monica, the way she prepares foods, she uses fresh seasonings. And so when we're using fresh herbs, fresh spices, and flavor enhancers without getting loaded chemicals or loaded excess calories.
Yeah, it was interesting how many people would ask me about like a dressing and like, was there sugar in it? And I was always just like, no. But everybody assumed if it's a sauce or if it's a dressing, it has sugar in it. And that just wasn't the case for us, but I think that's the case out there. And what I think we do very well here is we know what's in our food, in our recipes, and we know as much as possible local and whole and unprocessed and done to order, so we can adjust to somebody's dietary restrictions or just their what they want to do.
An alternative to fry, you can actually do like a nut crust on different proteins. So you can bake those in the oven and still get the crispy, tender protein texture that we like from a fried food. We can also use poaching with broth-based versus cream-based, steaming, sauteing, and then raw, as Monica mentioned, is a really fun way to play with different shapes, different flavors. We can use mandolins, spiralizers, and that's a great way to get most of your antioxidant value.
I use those things naturally. Like for years we did a pistachio crusted salmon that was baked that people are still talking about. And then you realize why that's so awesome, health reasons. So a lot of what we do just naturally is the right thing to do. We actually deal with the 4 flavors, the 4 ingredients, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, but in a really balanced way. But we use the best local sustainable ingredients that have the most flavor, that are not further than 150 miles, that are grown for flavor, grown for nutritional value. That's first and foremost. Whole spices, herbs, good fats, salt in moderation, not sodium, not chemically based stuff, but good sea salt and good acid from citrus or a good vinegar or something like that, and just keep it balanced is our goal.